For a whole generation of female athletes, the year 1999 will always be special.
Welcome back to the Gatorade Women's World Cup. Under 10 minutes to kick off between the U.S. and China. This final is a culmination of 3 weeks of compelling soccer at its finest.
This is the year the U.S. women's national team won the World Cup in a sold-out Rose Bowl, defeating China in penalty kicks. Even if you don't know or remember the game I'm talking about, I guarantee you know this photo. And it's an image that came to represent what many consider to be a turning point in women's sports. It really did feel like we had entered a new era in women's sports. But it's been 23 years since that World Cup. And I find myself asking, how much progress has actually been made? Things are trending in the right direction.
Yes, I love watching sports.
But in some really important ways, not much has changed. Coverage is stuck at 4%. Female athletes still make a fraction of what their male counterparts do. And despite the new viewers, women's sports are still not mainstream. They still fundamentally sit on the fringe.
Most people think of sports as simply a form of entertainment, an escape from reality. But what are we escaping from when we watch sports? When we look at the media coverage and the lack of coverage of women's sports, what we're escaping from is a world in which women are equal to men. The local affiliate, on a day where they spent zero time talking about women's sports, devoted 20 seconds to a story about a 18-inch corn dog that you could purchase at the Arizona Diamondbacks Stadium for $25.
$25 D-Vax dog. It's 18 inches long, wrapped in bacon.
What if sports journalists and what if journalists treated male athletes like they do female athletes?
You're getting a lot of fans here. A lot of them are female, and they want to know if you could date anyone in the world. Who would you date?
Any response to recent comments about your girlish figure?
Are you serious?
Removing your body hair gives you an edge in the pool. How about your love life?
How has your weight gain affected your mobility?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you heard the controversy over your helmet hair?
Get ready to see some great biceps, tiny tanks, and more.
I wonder if his dad said to him when he was younger, listen, you're never going to be a Looker, you're never going to be a Beckham, so you have to compensate for that.
He really does have the kind of body international judges love.
Could you give us a twirl and tell us about your outfit?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
Can you give us a twirl and tell us about your outfit?
A twirl, like...
A twirl, a pirouette.
And although Serena Williams appeared on the cover of Sports Illustrated as the Sports Person of the Year, this was not without controversy. In fact, sports fans and Sports Illustrated readers were disappointed with the selection of Serena Williams. They thought that Triple Crown contender and Kentucky Derby winner American Pharoah was more deserving of the award. Yes, you heard me right. Sports fans thought that a horse was more deserving of the Sports Person of the Year award. We're more likely to see female athletes in their bikini than on the field in action. And the messages that are sent to viewers in these images differ in very dramatic ways. So when we see images of female athletes on the court, on the field, in action, in uniform, that's much different than compared to how we see female athletes on the cover of Sports Illustrated versus how we see female athletes in the swimsuit issue. You can't be what you can't see.
The issue is this: we do not treat women's sports like sports. We treat them like a charity. Over and over again, we tell people to watch women's sports, but then we do everything we can to point their attention somewhere else. Good news is the on-field product of women's sports is great. It was great in 1999, and it's still great today. We just have to get better at selling it. To get where we want to go, the path forward is so incredibly simple. We just have to treat women's sports like sports.
Looks like.
Thank you.